Ooh, the world is yours, apparently. Lovely. Mm. So, makes sense, right? It is the beginning of the year, so definitely ending some cycles and starting some new ones. A brand new book. Not even chapter, a brand new book. Last year's book is over with, thank God, right? So now let's see what this book look like. Okay, I'm going to get right to your reading. I'm going to do a three card spread using this deck. This is called the Gilded Tarot Royale. I will clarify my writer deck. I'll give you an oracle card towards the end. If you ever want to know what cards I use, I have that down below in my description box. Your first card is going to deal with your recent past, which could be last year, last month, last second. Could deal with a person, a place, or a situation. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So this would be holding on to something, someone, very, very tightly. This could be you, this could be them. Some of you guys, you holding on to your money. You know, you're saving. You don't know what it's going to look like, so it's like, let me save all the money I can. Others of you, you're holding on to your emotions, or someone that you're dealing with in your energy field is kind of holding their tongue, it seems like. Keeping something close to their chest, something that they want to talk about, or you want to talk about, but for some reason has not been talked about. I did see some of that kind of energy in the pre-shuffle, where it's whoever has been having a hard time opening up about their feelings, magically they will begin to talk. Probably because of that whole Gemini situation going up in the universe. So yes, this is in your recent past. Some of you guys just don't want people all up in your business, right? It has nothing to do with feelings. It's just, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do this time. No, might use it against me. Let's talk about your present energy. Okay, we're going to take you. You have Judgment. Dun, 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 dun. So basically, somebody has decided on something. This would be a wake-up call. This is making a decision. Making a decision. Waking up to the fact that they need to make this decision, or you do. Some of you, this could be an actual phone call. Somebody calling, probably that person that was holding all that, information or their feelings to themselves. Now they woke the heck up and they are realizing something and they need to talk to you. Now this one I like. Whoever the heck has been holding on to your money, there's going to be some kind of decision made about that. There's going to be a phone call or some, text, email that's going to give you the information in regards to what's going on with why they're holding on to your money. Okay, I like that. Others, it has to do with your some kind of epiphany, realization type thing that you were still getting information on before you decided about. In your near future, you have the Three of Wands. Okay, I like you this. This is your ships coming in. Finally, whatever the heck you were waiting on will be coming in. Or at least you're going to know what happened, What happened to the ship? Why didn't it come? Why was it delayed? Could be hearing from someone that is at a distance. Could be a long distance relationship, or wherever they're at is away from you. It could be abroad, UK, wherever you are, you're getting information from somewhere that's not where you are. So this is good. So you guys have been really, really waiting on this for a while. It could be someone that you haven't talked to in a while, right? They've been silent. They've been kind of it seems like they've been watching you from afar, seeing what you're about, seeing what you're up to. We saw the world in the beginning, right? So it could be on your social media, World Wide Web. You could be, that could be your job, talking to the world, or business around the world. You know, YouTube, it's different people from all over the world, right? But this is good. This is whatever you were waiting on, it's coming in. There's a decision that has been made. It could be legal. You know, that's why you didn't really know what to say. Small, tiny percentage. There was information missing from, let's say that this is like a court issue where they needed a witness. Somebody still wasn't speaking. They didn't want to talk about whatever this is. They didn't want to get involved. Well, a subpoena, something about a subpoena. So now they have found this person. For some of you, this could be really like child support. You know, you've been wondering where your money at, and they've been looking for the other party, the other person, and they could have been moving around a lot, so they couldn't find him. Well, they found him, or they know, you know, what's going on with them. Now, if they have a job or not, and they're going to be able to kick anything, that's different. But at least you know. At least you know. Okay. Beneath the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Ooh, you got the sun right there, see? So there's going to be some kind of enlightenment, Leo energy. You're going to figure something out. It's going to be made very clear. You have the Nine of Wands. So this is that wounded warrior. You see, the sun just wants to come out. Just wants to be seen. If you were feeling a bit low, not wanting to go outside, smell the roses, this, you know, basically telling you not to stress about it. It's not close to what you're thinking. And social, what is that? Phobia? You know, when you're get very anxious being outside? I forget what that is. Anyways, back to this. Sidetracked. So the Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior. This is someone that's been through so many battles and wondering, you know, when is it going to be over? Like, still got the war to deal with, you know? Right there at the finish line, wanting to give up, have been wanting to give up on this person, place, or situation many, many times, or your person has been thinking about giving up on you. It could be a parent, an addiction. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm seeing. There's someone around you, or you're the person that constantly appears to be disappointing people, you know, family, friends, and they don't want to give up on you. You don't want to give up on them, but it seems like it's never ending, whatever this is. There's always some kind of drama. There's always something they need, or something you need. Someone has been felt very burdened and unappreciated. Okay, that's a percentage for some of you. But overall, it's just realizing, or I'm telling you, that don't give up. You're right there. You're right at the finish line. You're right there next to the 10. It's been hard. It's been stressful. It's been a burden. It's been very overwhelming. Like, you're so close. You're just too close. You can touch it. See? You see it. The ship is there. Whatever the heck you've been waiting on. It's happening. Just stay positive as best you can. Go outside. Try to have some fun. You know, take a walk. Nature is really going to be helpful. Seeing other people, talking to other people, possibly support groups, others that are dealing with you're dealing, or investigating what the heck you're going through, what others are doing about what you're going through. And you will feel more calm because they'll put your mind at ease. Okay, what is this Four of Pentacles? The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups in reverse. So in the past, some of you guys apparently weren't happy. Not as happy as you would like to be. Could be involving a home situation, something with the family or an actual home. And you could have been living with someone, or very uncomfortable where you're living, or people in your home making things uncomfortable, and you kind of had to, you know, bite your tongue. Couldn't really say anything because for some of them it really wasn't their fault. It could have been this whole situation that's going on. And then I also feel the energy of being that caregiver, feeling very stressed and overwhelmed being the caregiver or the babysitter. Nowadays the kids are at home, right? So that's like, so in the past you've been holding on to your feelings, your money, something, and not very happy about it, or someone's not happy about it. But there's going to be a decision made. So you won't be in that energy much longer, my Aries. Some of you guys just need to say it. I'm not happy. I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing. And that's what somebody needed to hear. And that would be their wake-up call. Like, why didn't you just say so? Judgment is clarified by the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys already tried to do the counseling, tried to have the mediator, tried to talk to someone else, the support, and apparently it wasn't working. It was like, we're going to try this last thing, you know, before I decide to leave, before I decide to get another job, before I decide to get divorced, before I decide this, let's try this one last thing. Well, either only one side was interested and, you know, contributing and making an effort towards this situation, this relationship, or you guys just figured out that, you know what, the best thing to do is just go our own ways because we're not happy, I'm not happy, you're not happy. Somebody's definitely not happy. And it's not working out. This is not making an effort, not wanting to work at this. This could definitely be at work in regards to your employment, where it's just not what you thought it was. Co-workers not really working together. There's no teamwork. There's no sense of loyalty. There's a lot of that throwing each other under the bus. Like, how should I say it? Everybody's out for their own, for their own, eating their young and all that. So that is the decision. The decision is, I don't want to be here. I don't want to work at this. Or if you're not going to work at this like I am, I'm not going to be here. It's like the last straw. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. You could be dealing with a younger fire sign like yourselves, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or you have this, well, you're Aries stuff. But it doesn't have to be. Some of you guys were dealing with someone that was just very immature. Maybe they weren't that young, but they acted like a little kid. Temper, tantrums, very dismissive, judgmental, and you just lost the motivation to work at this, or they did. This page in reverse is a lack of motivation. It's a lack of passion. For some of you guys, whatever you were waiting for, you could have just kind of let it go. Like, it's not going to happen. Lost interest in it. And that's when it comes in. When you stop stressing about it. Like, you know what, I don't even care if they come or if they call or if they send me this or if they, I don't even care anymore. It's just, I just want to give up. Like, I'm not dealing with it. So once you do that, then you find out, then they come, then they reach out, then they decide. Especially if it's like when you just had it and you're like, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to work here. I don't want to be with you. Now all of a sudden, they see that you have lost interest and now they want to give you the world. But my Aries, if this is something that you've constantly been dealing with and they've done this before, same cycle, right? Same pattern, same book, then some of you guys are not going to let it, not going to entertain the possibility. Okay, so now Beneath the deck, you have the Hangman, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you have this in your chart. If you guys don't know what I mean when I say in your chart, we have a lot of these signs in our own birth chart. So it depends what kind of placements you have. You could have like a lot of Pisces in your chart. You know, you could have a lot of other things. So that makes you your own unique self. So that's where when I say if it's not that you're dealing with a Pisces, then this could be you. Then you have this part in your chart. A lot of Pisces energy. So the Hangman is feeling stuck in limbo. Not sure what to do. Upside down. You could have had some situation with your money, you know, upside down on some payments, behind. This is many times, well, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you put yourself in this position, you don't do anything, you don't make a decision, you don't say anything because you're waiting, you're holding on, you're waiting for more information. Other times, the universe puts you in this situation that you're like, I already did everything that I could. And that's so that you can see it differently. Put yourself, look at things in a different angle, from a different perspective. Put yourself in their shoes, or them to do that, you know, for you. Like, okay, now I see why Aries was like this. Because they didn't just think about themselves. They were placed in a position to see your side, basically. So this is that wake-up call. This is enlightenment, like aha, epiphany, like, oh, I see why, I see what I need to do. And then you could get yourself out of that limbo situation and move on or not, you know, whatever you decide. You have that Three of Cups here. For some of you guys, yeah, you might decide to get reunite with a partner, with family, long lost friend, however this is. Others, you're just going to celebrate life. Three of Cups is about a celebration. You could be celebrated. Especially with this here, where they put themselves in a situation to look at your side, then they're going to see things differently. Things are going to make more sense, so they're going to feel a bit dumb for being the way that they were, or the other way around, right, cross-watchers? And they're actually going to put you on a pedestal. They're going to celebrate your accomplishments. They're going to try to acknowledge what you've done, at least tell you about it, and apologize. Like, I'm sorry. Please don't give up on me. Some of you guys are still not going to stick around, though, because you were waiting around, too, and you were seeing things yourselves, right? Like, wait a minute. Why was I kept on the back burner? Why do I have to hold my tongue? Why do I have to be patient? Why do I have to walk around, you know, on eggshells for this person? Before you might have, but you lost the passion for it. You lost interest. So some of you guys are not going to reunite. You might accept the apology and thank them for the acknowledgement. Like, oh, I finally appreciate it. But not necessarily do this whole pattern again. This whole cycle again. Okay, my Aries. Oh, some of you guys are changing your mind about retiring. Okay, back to this. Hey, I just want one card. This is the Butterfly Oracle card for life changes. You have dietary change. So some of you guys, the wake-up call was you need to, you know, get more exercise. You need to really focus on your health. Eat healthier. Change your eating habits. Stop whatever the overindulgence is. Makes sense with that whole New Year's resolution. Some of you guys are like, this time, I'm going to stick with it. Okay, let me read it for you. Not so gullible. Some of you guys, that's your resolution. Not to be so gullible for tiny percent. Okay, give me 1 second, my eddies. This card signals an improvement in the quality of the food you eat and the beverages you drink. You definitely are guided to make a positive and helpful change in your diet. As you do so, you receive additional rewards of increased energy, confidence, and well-being, plus an enhanced appearance. Remember that you can receive support for this change from a licensed nutritionist and groups like Overeaters Anonymous. You can also pray for heavenly help with motivation and dealing with cravings. So this could also have something to do with detoxification, veganism or vegetarianism, eliminating allergens from your diet or your home, a change of healthcare practitioner, or a second opinion. There you go, my Aries.